as man realizes that he's an accident and his futility, that he's a completely really futile being, that he has to play out the game without reason. I think that even when Velázquez was painting, even when Rembrandt was painting, in a peculiar way, whatever their attitude to life was, they were still slightly conditioned by certain types of religious possibilities, which man now, you could say, has been completely cancelled out for him. Now, of course, man can only attempt to make something very, very positive by trying to beguile himself for a time by the way he behaves, by prolonging possibly his life, by buying a kind of immortality through the doctors. You see, painting has now become, or all art has now become, completely a game by which man distracts himself. You may say it has always been like that, but now it is entirely a game. I think that that is the way things have changed. And now what is fascinating actually is that it's going to become much more difficult for the artist because he must really deepen the game to be any good at all and return the onlooker to life more violently. I say it so badly like this, but it is one of the few games that man can play.
Is there any sort of rational explanation of the iconography? People have tried to find explanations.
No.
None at all?
None.
In fact, did it change a lot during the course of doing it?
It didn't. It was a picture that I did in about a fortnight when I was in a bad mood of drinking, and I did it under tremendous hangovers and drink. I sometimes hardly knew what I was doing. And it's one of the only pictures that I've been able to do under drink.
Yes.
And in this picture, I think perhaps it helped me, because I believe that the drink helped me to be a bit freer.
In ones that you've done since, have you been able to do the same?
I haven't, but I think with great effort I'm making myself freer. I mean, you either have to do it through drugs, or drink.
Or extreme tiredness.
Extreme tiredness, possibly, or will.
Yes.
But the will to make oneself completely free. Will is the wrong word, because in the end you could call it despair, because it really comes out of absolute feeling of it's impossible to do these things, so I may as well just do anything. And out of this anything, one sees what happens. It's a picture I've been always haunted by. I think it's, to me, one of the greatest portraits that has ever been made.